Good morning. This is why I'm doing it. Just to be out in this as the sun rises is just absolutely lovely. I think part of it is fantastic because I can just get up and get straight out the house. I've got my virtual BlizzCon mug, top it up with a coffee and basically put my clothes on and out the house straight away. I think to get that impetus going, rather than sitting in bed and scrolling, it just gets me up and out and gets me going for the day, which is absolutely glorious today. I'm so lucky to have this on my doorstep, and I question why I'm doing this. Why am I getting up so early? And then I come out like this, and it just looks so amazing. It's quiet, so no one's around. Barely anyone's around. Then I can record, because I feel a bit self-conscious standing here with a phone out and recording. And B, it's just the best part of the day, just to see all this stuff. And someone who's a photographer and someone who likes to do all this kind of like stuff with a camera, I find it fascinating. So there's a lot of wins here for me, which those motivational things, plus the time, of course, all those things combined give me a very good reason to get up. And I'm not waking I'm not setting an alarm at the moment. It's just at that perfect time of the daylight is waking me up, and I'm ready to go. And that's it. I'm up and I want to get out of the house and I want to experience all this, because as a way to start the day, I just find it just sets me up right more than anything else. I mean, the coffee helps as well. I mean, I don't really have a lot of coffee, actual caffeinated drinks. I have one coffee in the morning, caffeinated. The rest are all decaf. And I have one can of Pepsi Max in the afternoon. And that's my caffeine load for the day. I don't drink alcohol, so there's no counterbalance on that side. I do have quite a lot of sugar, so I'm partial to chocolate and biscuits and all that stuff. So I'm not a saint. I'm not saying I have a perfect healthy life, but I know there are certain things that work for me and certain things that don't. And I think it's trying to just sort of make sure that you can sort of do what's important to you to allow you to exist as best you can. Not sure where I'm going with that, but whatever. This is amazing with this mist out here. I did more admin stuff yesterday, so I was trying to do one admin thing a day, and I was able to book the cats in at the vet, so that's another thing ticked off. It took me quite a while. I didn't do it till later on in the evening, but I knew it was coming, and I had no real mental resistance to do it. I'm just trying to get that focus of, get out in the morning, do your 10,000 steps, get out and get your thoughts together and do something slightly more unpleasant. I have dog walkers down this route, so if I pause it or throw the camera around, you know why. But this is brilliant with this fog and mist. This is what I was kind of hoping for yesterday. With the sun breaking through, so it's much nicer. Good photo opportunities, actually. Just well, you can see it through this camera. It's just absolutely amazing. Excuse me as I just work out my footing. So accountability and getting things done is working so far. I felt like I got more done. I got more photogrammetry stuff done yesterday. It was I needed to test vector displacements. They don't seem to look or work like I'd expect. Not sure how much they use these days anyway. And then sunrise. I started processing and documenting my photogrammetry process. I managed a successful identification of one of the trees that I wasn't sure about. Turned out it was hawthorn, so I know now how to identify that. This one, my first guess would be beech, because I'm looking at these, it won't focus on them, but these buds are dark and they're pointy and they're thin. And then the leaves, you can see there's still some leaves here, are kind of, well, beech-like for a better word, and the bark is smooth with some lines. So my guess would be beech on that. It's the other ones that I'm not so sure of. Oak's obviously easy, but it was nice to find a forum and a place where I could actually ask those questions. And I've got a couple of charts from a site that the old English Oak Project or Kent Project. There's someone on Twitter who does tweets all about oak trees in Kent. Pointed me towards, and they've got some posters which I could buy the digital downloads of, and they had like ID charts for UK trees, for the leaves, the buds and the bark. And as we're here just about getting the buds and the bark, is a good way to identify them. I guess one of the questions would be, why am I doing all this photogrammetry? It's well, A, it's a fascination. B, I can see a long-term goal to it. It's a bit like my wow and buying a token with my gold making. There's kind of like multifaceted goals to it. It's fun in itself anyway, and this is the same. The process is fun, and that's what you end up doing. It's not really about the end result, it's about enjoying the process. And so that's the first tick for me. God, this light is amazing. You can just see the clouds coming through. And then I have an end goal in mind. I want to do this recreation of Elwyn Forest. And why do I want to do that? Because I love making stuff in 3D. I love recreating things. I find it also inspiring. And why? So also another faceted aspect of that is, why do you want to make all these bark and tree textures? Because I want to make a library of assets that I could then potentially sell online, which is, another passive income stream. Because I love my work. I kind of came up with I just want to make cool shit and get paid for doing it. That's my reason for living. I was kind of questioning that yesterday, and that's kind of like the conclusion I came up with. Is, I remember vividly, I watched the first Jurassic Park 5 times when it came out at the cinema. I think I was about 17 at the time, and I remember watching it all 5 times and going, that is what I want to do. Oh, look at that amazing view. Amazing. I'm normally out here later when I'm going this section, and there's a lot more people around, so this is nice. This is really nice. I'm trying to angle the camera so you're always seeing the rising sun, because it's such a great view. I'm twisting around as I walk, so I'll probably have to go this way for a bit. So that set me off in this journey of 3D for the last 30 years, and it's been an absolutely amazing career. I consider myself very fortunate to pretty much be doing something I love so much, that gives me motivation. I've flip-flopped between freelance and company work. They both have their pros and cons. I kind of get to a point where I'm in a company for so long, and then I get resentful of being there, and then I want to go, I'm going to do my own thing and go freelance. and then I go freelance and I don't hold myself accountable. I'm not very good at, or self-disciplined at doing the work, and I procrastinate massively, and then all the stress of the lack of the money makes me go, oh, I'm going to go back into work, I need a steady salary, and then flip-flop back into that. It's meant I've had quite a fragmented career as a result of all my whims and changes of path, but it also has given me a great breadth of experience and trying to work out what I want as a result. And I think I've struck a happy balance at the moment. I'm currently at a place that I really love. I really enjoy the work, the level it's at, and film and TV seems to have the right length of projects compared to games, which is really, really long, and commercials, which is really, really short. Film and TV is kind of in about that sort of roughly about 4 to 6 month time bracket of development, which is enough to keep me interested, going from one project to the next. And so I feel like I've got a really good balance at the moment, and I've still got time, which is the other reason why I'm doing all this early in the morning, is if I don't start, if I don't start till 9:30 and I can get out here at 6 or 7, that's a good chunk of time that I can just have for my own projects, get myself set up for the day, and it's amazing. It feels right at the moment. I just need to get the balance right in terms of like the frequency, how early I get up, the balance with the family, and all those kind of things. So there's still some tweaking to be done. I'm not even sure whether vlogging every day is a good idea, or whether I should just make sure that I'm not sort of impacting on other people first and foremost, and then add this in if I can. I kind of have worked that way of working with the Let's Play YouTube videos, only doing those when everyone's out of the house, so that I'm not, it just doesn't feel right. And that's something I'm conscious of with what I'm doing now. It's a change of pattern, and I've got to make sure that I'm doing the right things for the right reasons. But then I come out in the morning, and every morning, as soon as I come out to light like this and listen to the bird song, and it's quiet, so quiet, there's no other people around, which is beautiful. Yes, I can hear the traffic, and yes, I get the occasional early dog walker, but compared to walking out at 8:30 in the morning, but everyone's out, this is glorious. This is beautiful. So I guess this is more of a retrospection on the whys, and I think I've got enough whys to motivate me to do this, which is why getting out in the morning is so fulfilling, and it sets me up for the day. I hope that makes sense. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.